the issues of the Nigeria judiciary and the Election Petition Court. On a press conference held on the 24th of August 2023 by the group popularly known as CSG, Coalition of Support Group, they expresses their concern over the judiciary system in Nigeria.
Yeah. Greetings, our great nation. Greetings to the citizens of Nigeria. Greetings to our great patriots. This is a press statement from the Coalition of Support Groups, CSG. The state of the nation's democracy, constitution, and the independence of the judiciary. Great Nigerian people.
Great.
Great Nigerian citizens.
Great.
Greatest of the great Nigerian patriots.
Great.
Once again, I greet my fellow compatriots. I hail you all. Firstly, I want to remind us that Nigeria is our only country, and we must work hard collectively to uphold the sanctity of its existence. The onus is on you and I to make Nigeria greater than our forefathers did at their time. We will continue to deliver the desired impact needed as catalysts, conveyors in steering the wheels of this country to a successful nation that will benefit all and sundry. In line with the above agreed facts, we at the Coalition of Support Groups, CSG, national and state bodies, backed by a well-rounded mechanism in bringing the Nigerian populace under one house, has observed with utmost displeasure the deteriorating state the nation's rule of law has been descended to. Democracy. The popular definition of democracy we were taught and agreed to know, which is government of the people, by the people, and for the people, has before the very watch of our professors, doctorate degree holders, and learned professions in the field of academics reduced to kakistocracy, which is government by the least suitable or incompetent citizens of a state or society. This is not only sad, but dangerous to the development of this nation, but also for her citizens. Constitution. The constitution of any country remains her legal embodiment for peaceful and just coexistence of her citizens. It's unfortunate how we have observed with dismay the disregard of the Nigerian constitution by these kakistocrats in power, who neither understood the value nor the legality of that masterpiece book called the Constitution. We will continue to be law-abiding and beckon on the law enforcement agencies to carry out their duties, upholding the rules as defined in the Constitution. By so doing, law defaulters in government, they will not have their ways in government positions or places. The judiciary, the independence of the judiciary can never be overemphasized. This is paramount, and the importance of it even more stressed in the nation's constitution because of the functions attached to this arm of government. This arm is not only responsible for interpreting the laws made by the legislatures, which is the legislative arm of the government, but also checkmates the excesses of the executive arm of government. They also serve as the custodian of the Constitution and watchdogs of the rights and liberties of her citizens, settling disputes between individuals, parties, or between organizations. I need to remind you at this point that it is only the judiciary, through its judicial review, that can declare the executive and legislative acts null and void. In a bid to protect the interests of the common man. Hence the saying, judiciary is the last hope of the common man. We humbly request that our hope should not be disappointed, nor the Constitution disregarded. Finally, we will continue to approach issues as they arise in the nation, following due process, observing the rules guiding all citizens of Nigeria, while calling on those in the corridors of power to respect and show regard to the Nigerian Constitution. If we all do our part as noble patriots, citizens of Nigeria, with love, peace, unity, our country, Nigeria, will be great again. Thank you for your attention. Nigeria must truly be great again. Nigeria must be delivered from the hands of wolves. Amen. Nigeria must succeed. Amen. Democracy in Nigeria must prevail. Amen. The rule of law shall continue to be supreme. Amen. I remain Comrade Daniel Dumije, National Coordinator, Coalition of Support Group, CSG. Thank you.
Great Nigerian people.
Great.
Great Nigerian people.
Great.
Great of the greatest Nigerian people.
Great.
CSG.
A new Nigeria is possible.
CSG.
A new Nigeria is possible.
Good day, everyone. Press statement. The billboard didn't say all guns on the judiciary. I would like to emphasize the significance of the message conveyed by the billboard and the importance of the closely monitored judiciary ahead of the upcoming judgment on the 2023 election petition case. It is paramount that we keep a close eye on the judiciary. Openness, accessibility, and accountability are the bedrock of justice in any society, and citizens have the right to demand them from all branches of the government. Even the judiciary knows that all eyes are on it regarding the presidential election petition. It is unacceptable and pathetic for some patients individuals to abuse government power and deploy government agencies to clamp down on a harmless message. Are not all eyes on judiciary? Is there anyone in Nigeria who is not watching to see the outcome of the presidential election petition proceedings? This does not amount to a threat against the justice of the Court of Appeal, who are handling the cases. Rather, the billboards merely express citizen interest in the electoral litigation. The public was granted access to observe the proceedings, which was not held in secret. Justice is not afraid of scrutiny of the people or the public interest in the administration of justice. I fail to see how the phrase "all eyes on the judiciary" is subjudiced. The billboard did not say all guns are on the judiciary. The position of the AFCON stating that the billboards were taken down because the cases were in court lack legal basis. The law does not prohibit lawyers from commenting on the case they are handling in court, as long as they do so in a manner that the outcome of the cases is not being affected. The inscription on the billboard are not even crashed in a partisan manner. They didn't mention any political party. The eyes of all the politicians are on the judiciary, including the president, the general commander of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Now, this is just sickly hypocrisy. If people have something they were hiding, they should be straightforward about it and stop trivializing such a serious matter. The government action amounts to a violation of the right to freedom of expression of its citizens. The fact that some people are offended by those billboards is not enough reason to have them removed. Nigerians are creative people. In an open discussion regarding the state of judiciary system and to hold the nation institution accountable. Utilization of alternative measures by Nigeria to bypass the restriction of billboard reflects a deep-rooted yearning for effective governance and a sense of order within the country. Nigeria must be great again. We call on the judiciary to ensure that the right thing is done, and to also note that the judiciary is the last hope of the common man. Great Nigerian people!
Great!
Great Nigerian people!
Great!
Great of the greatest Nigerian people!
Great!
I remain Comrade Elihu Blessing. Thank you.
Nigeria people,
Great!
great Nigeria people,
Great!
CSG,
A new
Nigeria is possible.
CSG,
A new
Nigeria is possible.
our comrades. Do for please, I'm starting from you, sir. Please, I want to get a little introduction about yourself, sir.
Okay, thank you so much. I am Comr Dumije, the National Coordinator, Coalition of Support Groups, CSG.
We want to know why we are having this press conference today, sir.
Okay, one, the state of the nation. As you can see, we're looking at democracy. We want to really have an understanding of democracy and whether it is actually working in Nigeria. and also we have a constitution we call our own. Is the constitution really working? Are we really those who are saddled with the responsibility of interpreting our constitution and executing the laws therein? Are they really doing it the way it should be? Are they really respecting the law? Is the rule of law really working in Nigeria? And then we also we are also here to emphasize and let the world know the independence of the judiciary. That the judiciary in any country must be independent and must be allowed to do their work. They must be allowed to do the right thing. So we are actually out to make Nigerians um, understand, and also the government of the day understand, that the judiciary must be allowed to do the right thing. That's why I see us running with the inscription, all eyes on the judiciary. Because whatever the judiciary says today, whatever the pronouncement or declaration, we see it as binding. That is why we are looking at them. The entire Nigeria is looking at the judiciary, the entire Africa, the entire world. We are watching the judiciary, all eyes on the judiciary to ensure that the right thing is done at this point in time. Thank you.
Yeah. We want you to brief the house on our last outing. Have the all eyes on the judiciary. Just brief, let's brief for that one.
Okay, I think the solidarity outing on Sunday is a timely one, and a well thought out event. Now, the mantra, all eyes on the judiciary, is something every Nigerian know. It's something everybody. We are in a critical state of our nation. It's just like the nation is pregnant, waiting to be delivered. That is the state we are right now. And the government arm responsible for that is the judiciary. Everybody is waiting. Which way Nigeria? Who are we waiting for? Who are Nigerians waiting for? The judiciary to tell us which way to go at this point in time. So we are calling on them to do the right thing, and also to tell them what they already know, to re-emphasize what they already know. They don't need us to tell us that all eyes are on them, but it's an emphasis that must, be driven home. So this time around, we decide to make it wide and loud for them to know, even though they know that the world is waiting to hear from them. Let's tell them again, as their children, as citizens of the country. Let's re-emphasize it and make everybody focus their eyes. Those who thought that it's over, those who are thinking that Nigeria is business as usual, we want to awaken their spirits so that they will also fix their eyes on the judiciary. We are doing this because before now, whenever judiciary is left to make decisions like this that affect the entire country, people go to sleep. People are always discouraged because they feel they may not get justice. But we are out to say no. We must get justice. We are out to encourage such persons that they should join us to fix their eyes on the judiciary to ensure that the right thing is done at the end of the day. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
You as a fair Nigerian, which I believe you're doing the right thing. What do you think, or what is your expectation from the judiciary?
Well, like we say, there are times and there are times. Before now, people don't expect the judiciary to do the right thing. But from what we are saying, the narrative has changed. I am very optimistic. I am very sure that the judges who have been saddled given this responsibility to play on behalf of Nigeria to review what happened on the 25th of February, the presidential election. I'm optimistic that they will give Nigeria the right thing. I'm optimistic that they are going to do justice to this. I'm optimistic that these people will not act as those we've seen before, that has made Nigerians to be so discouraged that people don't have confidence in the judiciary any longer. But I'm very optimistic that this time around it's going to be a different ballgame. So let's wait and see. While waiting, we shouldn't go to sleep. That's why we are raising our voices to call on Nigerians to fix their eyes on the judiciary. Thank you.
Thank you. Has a full right, and what is your expectation from the judiciary? Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much for the question. My name is Comr Amakabar, and taking authority from my chairman, I would like to just add something to what he already said on this expectation. What we are expecting can never be overemphasized. We can't say it enough. We expect justice. We expect that the judiciary should be independent to make their decision on facts and figures already tabled before them.
Thank you. Since we are having some acts which we don't really understand, please, at the end of this judgment, what is your expectation from the judiciary, and what will you want them to do? Thank you.
What we want them to do is nothing than to be straight. They should not allow anybody to buy them off as usual. They know that this year is a different year. This is a year of the youth. This is a year youth that are suffering and crying. They can't get job after they go to school. Their mothers are dying. Yes, I'm talking to you. Some people, security is killing the poor ones. The poor ones are suffering. Some people are even. I watched a video. Was it yesterday? Is in Niger State or what? Some people were kidnapped. The parents, mothers, boys, if you see them crying, just treating them like baby, and nobody cares to go and pay the ransom and bring them out, and because there is no security. So that's why we are looking for a good governance, and we want judiciary to do the right thing. They should not compromise. That's the only thing. In fact, all eyes on judiciary, meaning that we are having hope on them because they will give us the right thing, and the whole world is watching, and that is the only thing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, and God bless you. Are we starting? We need a little brief information about you, or introduction.
My name is Caroline
Okay.
Ferguson.
Little introduction about yourself, just a brief introduction.
My name is Oti Donatus.
What do you represent in the struggle of a data and watching Nigeria, sir?
Well, there is a adage that says a country is failing is due to bad leadership. And if country completely failed, it's due to bad citizen. So why we are here is our duty to hold all forms of government agency accountable, irrespective of who is he or she.
Okay.
So we are here to express ourselves in a manner, and it's our constitutional right to express ourselves. Our hope is to see that justice is done, and not just done, and seen to be done. Thank you.
Thank you. Please, what is your, or what will be your expectation at the end of the judgment?
My expectation
Because
is
we are waiting on the judiciary, and it seems their judgment is being delayed, and they've not fixed a date. And that is why we've seen everywhere all eyes on the judiciary, which you can still see. So I don't know, what will be your own expectation, sir?
My expectation is justice to be done, not just done, but seen to be done.
Okay.
That's my expectation.
All right. Thank you, sir. Okay. The information, or sorry, introduction about yourself. Thank you.
Okay, my name is Ambassador Dr. Godwin Ekpo.
Okay. What is the outcome of the press briefing, and why the press briefing?
Okay, when necessity calls, the right thing is to react to it. we are here as very patriotic citizens who are concerned about the state of our nation. Now, it is citizens that builds their nation, and we are citizens of Nigeria, and we discovered that the state we are, we must be able to speak out loud enough so that all ears can hear the yearnings, the desires, the cries of citizens that are not satisfied with the kind of activities going on in their country.
Okay. Thank you. If I can hear you clear, I believe you're somehow complaining concerning the
Yeah.
last election that was held.
Yes,
Did you vote?
I did.
Okay.
I voted.
And it seems what was your aims or the aims of
Why I voted?
yes was not achieved. Is that just the issue?
Now, to vote is my civil responsibility
Okay.
towards building our nation. So I took responsibility because our nation, in the routine scheduled calendar of elections, 2023 presented us with the elections, the general elections, where we needed to vote for the executive at the national level, the president, and other elective offices. Now, I voted because my vote will contribute to the well-being of the country. But why we are complaining, like I know many other Nigerians also are complaining, if we want to actually have a practical test like it is everywhere now, all eyes on the judiciary. It is true that our eyes are on them because we have done our own electoral responsibility, and the outcome was not what we voted for. And constitutionally, the next option is to visit the judiciary. And the panel was set, and the right persons had visited. We are expecting, we are followers of a system. We are following who we believe has the right characteristics to move Nigeria from where it is to where it's expected to be.
Now, what is your expectation from the judiciary?
Yes, the judiciary is the arm of government that has the responsibility of mediating and setting things in order when it is not in order. Right now, we're expecting them to give justice a place, give equity a place, and also allow the truth to prevail.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
On judiciary.
On judiciary.
On judiciary.